What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Anna, and in today's video we are talking all about the brows. Now for today's video, I'm going to do this brow tutorial in two different styles for you, and I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite brow products. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you be a part of my beauty YouTube family, so click that subscribe button down below. And it is a new month, so for the month of June, we are going to be supporting Conduit Mission. Visit conduitmission.org. It says, be a conduit. Find life-changing opportunities around the world. And it says, explore opportunities. So you click explore and it shows you all the different opportunities from children and education to disaster relief. And what I love is that 100% of the donations go to highly vetted, trusted partners on the ground. So definitely check it out at conduitmission.org to learn more and donate if you can. Now let's get into the video. So jumping right into the tutorial, I'm going to show you my favorite products, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. It is a brow styling wax that holds the shape of the hairs into place. Then to fill in the brows, I'm going to use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is in the shade Brunette. And to use the brow freeze, you will need a spoolie brush like this. And just so you know, Anastasia does make their own brush that goes with this, but it was not available at the time that I purchased mine, so I don't have it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the product onto the brush and then just brush it in the middle right here, because this is where I have the most trouble with my brows falling. So I wanna make sure I get the most product right there. And you can see how that really pushed up the hairs and kind of defined my brow. I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit more product for the front of the brow and just brush it through the hairs until they're in a shape that I am happy with. You can also take your finger and press them down just to make them look a little bit more feathered, or to really make sure that the hairs are adhered to your skin if you like that look. If not, you can just brush them through. It's pretty much up to you. So I feel like that looks pretty good. Just gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Pencil. Just gonna shake it up just a little bit. And again, like I did with the brow freeze, I'm gonna start in the middle of the brow, because this is where I have the most sparse areas. So that's where I want the product to be the darkest. And then I'm just gonna flick it and then press with my finger. And I'm just doing hair-like strokes where I think I need to be filled in just a little bit. I prefer to look up close in the mirror when I do this, so I'm gonna pull out my Laura Lee Los Angeles mirror and just kind of fill it in where I feel like it's needed. And I'm doing just very light strokes with this pen. So on the bottom, I do upward strokes, and on the top, I do downward strokes. I have the most sparseness right here on the bottom and then right here in the front. So that's where I'm going to concentrate this product. Also, some of that brow freeze wax can get onto the tip of the pencil, so you want to wipe off the pencil to make sure it's not caked up with the brow freeze so that the product can flow. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit again. The only difference is that in the front here, I'm gonna go up on the top as well. So now I'm going to take the Boing Cakeless Concealer from Benefit Cosmetics. This is in the shade 4. Going to get the tiniest amount of concealer on the brush and just clean up the bottom. Don't feel like you have to just go all the way across. I do short little strokes to get across to make sure it's nice and clean and I don't mess up the work that I just did. There we go. Now for the top of the brow, I'm gonna use my foundation so it blends in a little bit better because I don't really wanna highlight the top of the brow. All right, so there we go. We have one brow done. What do you think? I love it. I love how it looks feathered. It looks like real hair. It looks filled in, but still natural, like these are my real brows. So before, after. Loving it. All right, now let's move on to this side. For that, I'm using the Precision Brow Pencil from ColourPop Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Cool Cocoa, which is just a little too dark for me. So I have ordered a lighter shade. However, their shipping is really slow. So I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you with this color anyway, just so you can see how easy it is. So I'm just going to twist the pencil up, but starting on the arch right here, I'm gonna start to just draw a line to get the bottom of the brow defined. If you do a little too much, just use the spoolie to blend it out. You have to use very light pressure with this so that you don't get too much product. So now I'm just gonna define the top here. Drawing short little strokes to define the top of the brow. Do little light strokes right here on the bottom, and then line the bottom of the brow as well. Blend it out. There we go. For the front of the brow, I'm gonna do the same thing, just doing upward strokes. All right, so there you have it. Here are the two brow styles finished. What do you think? Which one is your favorite? They're both super fast, super easy. These are my favorite products. I love them so much. Now let's talk a little bit more about brows before I go. So if you struggle with your brows and don't already have a shape to follow, then I highly, highly recommend you get them professionally done. You get them shaped, waxed, styled, and you can even buy products from certain places. That way you get a one-on-one experience with someone who knows all about brows and can really walk you through the steps and tell you how to do it yourself at home. It's the best way to get your brows shaped. One of my top recommendations would be Benefit Cosmetics. They are inside of Ulta and they have a brow bar. They are very professional and walk you through it step by step, and they have a very good service. I also love to support small businesses, so I would do a Google search or look on Instagram to see if you can find a brow artist in your area. I love Instagram because you can actually see their work, see their process, and see which artist fits you the best. Whether you decide to do threading, waxing, lamination, tinting, once you get them professionally done, it'll be 100 times easier to fill them in. Now before we go, I just want to talk to you a little bit about some of my other favorite brow products. And I want to talk about brow powder. Now I think brow powder can also look very, very natural, and it may be easier than using a pencil or something that's really harsh. So I love the Foolproof Brow Powder from Benefit Cosmetics. It has 2 shades and you use one in the front and one on the tail, so it gives you that really multi-dimensional brow finish. I love having a brow powder on hand for those days where you just want to throw on something really fast, you want something very natural looking, then a brow powder is what I would choose for you. Another way to get a really natural brow is to have a brow tint. So I have the Give Me Brow Brow Gel from Benefit Cosmetics. I am in the shade 3, and this actually has fibers, so it actually helps give fullness and volume to the brows. It's tinted, so it actually fills in your brows. If you have a little trouble filling in certain sparse areas, just brush the brush back and forth like that, and it'll really get the color deposited for you. So if you don't want to mess with the pencil, this is another easy way to just fill in your brows for a nice, natural, fast look. I also have the Tinted Brow Gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Brunette. I love this for adding dimension to my brows. It's basically lightening your brows so it looks more natural. Now on this side, I told you that the pencil was just a little too dark for me, so this would be perfect lightening it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna put some of this in the front of the brow and see if you can notice the difference. So I don't know if you can notice from the tail to the front that it got a lot lighter. Can you tell? I don't know if you can tell. I love these two products, and they both come in different shades for different hair colors, so you can definitely find something that will work for you. If the Anastasia Brow Freeze is a little out of your budget, then I would also like to recommend the ColourPop. This is their Clear Brow Effect Styling Wax. And this is very similar because it really kind of glues down and holds the hairs into place. I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to this. You have to spray it with water to get it activated, and you can't use too little water and you can't use too much water. You have to kind of get it just right to get that perfect consistency. Definitely a good affordable option, but like I said, there's a little bit of a learning curve to using this one. Last but not least, I have to take it back old school to the ride or die product fave, and that is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I love the shade Soft Brown, so it's not too harsh, too dark. In case you haven't seen it before, this is what it looks like. It's a brow pomade. The reason I love this product so much is because it's long wearing. This will not budge, it will not come off, it will not fade, it will stay on your brows all day long. The key to really making this work is getting a super fine thin brush. All right, you guys, so that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching my brow tutorial and seeing my brow favorites. What are your brow favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you be a part of my beauty YouTube family, so click that subscribe button down below. Also, for the month of June, we are supporting Conduit Mission, so visit conduitmission.org to learn more. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.